In this lesson, let's keep looking at eBay. I want to keep talking to you about some of the areas that you're going to have to set up if you put an item up for auction or for purchase. Here is just a pair of shoes, and they have their shipping information right here. This is something that you will set up in detail when we actually list an item. Notice that free shipping for economy. Notice it's expedited also is an option, but that's $12. Now, a lot of people offer free shipping. That's an incentive for somebody to buy. A lot of times they'll incorporate that cost into the price that they list the item at. I can see all details on the shipping down here. Notice they're shipping to the United States. Here's an estimated sales tax. And then they also have this as the return policy. They're going to accept returns within 14 days. Now, you don't have to accept returns at all if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. Now, handling fees, most people don't add those, but you can. A handling fee would be like when you're going to recoup your packaging costs. A lot of people, again, just kind of figure that into their opening price. Another thing you'll have to think about is insurance and delivery confirmation. eBay has a big page all about shipping insurance if you want to cover the item. What you kind of have to think about is how much is your item worth? Do you want to insure it in case something happens? Now, if it's an item under $50, I usually don't worry about insurance. But of course, you can add insurance to anything if you want to. They have different little rules and regulations here. They have certain amounts they'll go up to. So read through that. If you're going to list a very pricey item, I would definitely figure out what insurance you want to offer. The other thing you'll want to do when you sell an item is have delivery confirmation. Again, include that little add-on into your price. It's not very much, but this way you can prove that the item was delivered in case you have problems with the buyer saying, well, I never got it. If you have delivery confirmation, you have some proof that it was delivered. You can even require that somebody signs for it when it's delivered. That's a little bit more expensive, but again, it helps you prove that an item was delivered. Now, when you package your item, something like this, probably don't have to worry about too much. It's not going to break. But other things, especially if they're breakable, you want to package them very well. Something like this, we'd have to make sure we do a good job of packaging it. You can use bubble wrap, you can use newspaper. You also might want to put some type of sealed waterproof packaging. Like a lot of times, some things I'll put them in Ziploc bags. That way, if for some reason the item, as it's traveling to the buyer, gets rained on, gets wet, gets chucked in a puddle, you never know. Again, it'll be safe because you've got that Ziploc around it. Now, as your item is listed, you want to make sure that you answer questions. If somebody emails you a question, answer them quickly. Give them all the information that you can. Be very accurate. Don't exaggerate or anything like that. What's nice is eBay's been around for quite a while, so they do have a little seller's checklist if you want to read through that. Just search for seller's checklist and it'll come right up for you. But they kind of walk you through everything, give you a little bit of information so you can actually print that off and check it off if you want to. And they also have an app for eBay. It's awesome. You could skip the old computer and just go to your smartphone or your iPad, and you can sell your items from there. And of course, you can also buy from eBay through the app. Again, remember the app is going to optimize the site for the user. So that way, all the extra junk that's on a computer, because the screen's so much bigger, is not going to be on that smartphone. It's going to optimize it so people can easily either list an item or buy an item. So let's stop here, and in the next lesson we're actually going to go get started listing an item on eBay.